Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to today's Yin Yoga practice. In Yin Yoga, we hold into our asanas for longer, for about 3 to 5 minutes. So working on deeper connective tissues, especially on our largest connective tissues, which is called as fascia, which is responsible for the framework of the body. So Yin Yoga has ability to bring the elasticity in your joints, in your ligaments as well, whatever max it's possible there. So in this practice, we stress our connective tissues. We do not stretch. We don't get into like deep stretching. We always remain comfortable enough for us to just stress the tissue enough. And that's why we follow 3 principles in Yin Yoga. Principle number 1, that you hold into your pose at an edge. So you find your edge, you find the appropriate depth which is comfortable for you. Number 2, you remain still. So that is the state wherein you start going into the meditation. And principle number 3 is you remain in your pose for the time that you have decided, and that is the state when you start working on your willpower, on your determination. So let us explore all of these beautiful aspects of this practice on the mat together. So you can sit in a cross-legged position. If you want, you can sit over a cushion or a block. Any other meditative pose that feels right to you, you can choose that. Today I'm choosing to sit in the cross-legged position. You can either place your palms over your thighs, or you can place your right palm over the left one and the back of your left palm in your lap. So when you're sitting over a cushion or a mat, your knees will be pointing down, really ensuring the good blood circulation to your legs. And slowly allow your body weight to settle down. Close your eyes. Prepare to surrender. Take this moment to connect with your surroundings. Feel the space around you. Feel the air touching your body. Feel that texture. Whatever temperature that you feel on the body, it might be hot, cold, whatever that you can feel. And deepen the awareness of the air touching your body. Notice where and all you can feel the sensation. And notice the sounds around you. All of the sounds, the closed ones, my sound, the sounds coming from the far off places. And you need these things to hook your awareness only if you are not otherwise able to. If you're able to remain still, if your mind is able to remain still here and now, then you do not need these hooks. But otherwise, use any hook that feels good to you to remain in the present moment. And the subtlest hook that you can use is your own breath. The breath is not very loud. It doesn't have very loud expression. So as you reach, if with practice, if you can use your breath alone to stay in the present, then you're meditating all the time. And we are going to join the palms to the heart center. We are going to chant one Om Tri Shantis to begin our practice. Breathe in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And as you exhale, you can open your eyes. You can, maybe if you are having a cushion or something under your hips, if you want, you can remove it, or you can continue to sit over the cushion. We are going to walk our palms forward, keeping your palms a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. Keep walking your palms forward and then sink the chest down. If you can go fully forward and sinking your chest fully down, great. If not, you're somewhere here in the center, that's fine. Just drop the head down. Drop your torso down here. If you want to place two more cushions and place your palms on top of that, that's also fine. So choose your variation here. Feeling the lengthening in your lower back. If you want to support your forehead with a cushion, you can do that. And we're going to stay here for some time. And notice the peace that comes to you in this forward fold. Surrendering your head, surrendering your torso, finding your edge. Always remember to find your edge. And then once you find your edge, surrender. Allow yourself to relax. And everybody might be getting different sensations depending on where you are and how you are feeling in your body today. It can be very different on different days. And a lot how you're feeling in your body today reflects how you're feeling in your mind today. And the connection, a deeper connection with your body connects and let you know a lot about your mind. Just become aware of it and allow yourself to release whatever you have to release in order to surrender mentally and physically. And you can press your palms, press the floor away with your palms to lift your torso as you walk your palms back up, bringing your torso back in the center. And slowly you can open both of your legs a little wider than hip distance apart, keeping about 2.5 feet distance, keeping your knees bent, knees pointing up. So whatever feels comfortable for you, how much ever opening that your body allows. We are not really opening fully, but right now we are just keeping the knees bent. It is a variation of your dragonfly pose itself, the Upvisht Konasana. For inactive yoga, it is called as Upvisht Konasana. But we are not really going fully deeper. So you can either place your palms over your ankles, your foot, your shin, wherever it feels comfortable for you, or just in front of you. And drop the head down. If you want, you can support your head. Support your head with the bolster. You can just simply hug the bolster like this. If you want to go further down, then maybe place your forearms down and tilt your torso forward like this, dropping your head down. Without dropping the head down, you can't really fully surrender. So really look into that how you can really surrender into your pose. That's important because that's when the body fully starts working. Don't worry about rounding your spine, that's fine. You might be feeling some sensation in your pelvic area, in your groin joints, in your thighs, and where the groin starts. And feeling that sensation maybe a little bit in your hamstrings. Some of you might be getting a little bit in the hamstrings. Let's spend some time here. If you want, you can also use Ujjayi breath by contracting the back of your throat muscles, making a sound like as if you're fogging the glass, something like. And this can really do wonders for you to concentrate in case if your mind is still wandering. If your mind is still, then fine, you're good. And if you really pay attention, you can see how gravity is pulling your body down slowly and gently. As long as you allow that to happen, you are allowing a deeper opening in the body. But you're not pushing, you're allowing the opening. And you can implement this in anywhere in your life, in any area of your life. When you don't push, you allow things to happen. We can always with ease, with surrender, take our actions without feeling that push and desperation inside, and wait for unfolding to happen on its own and trust the process. And from here again, press your palms back down to walk your palms back. And we're going to move into butterfly. So taking both of your heels closer to your sit bones, as close as it is possible for you. For some of you, you may need to support your knees with a cushion. Feel free to do that and allow yourself to fold forward. If you can't fold forward fully, you're somewhere here, up here, that's perfectly fine. You can support your head with the bolster like I showed you in the last pose. So let us just explore ourselves here into butterfly and going and sweeping our awareness throughout to see what is working for us, how our body is feeling. You can place as many cushions, as many pile of pillows, anything that you want to keep in front of you to support your head over. So I would leave that choice to you because each one will have a different opening, different height that you would be needing. So make sure that you are just listening to your body and you are totally in awareness of what is happening. And sometimes even if you can go deeper, like I could go a lot deeper right now, but I chose not to because I'm still over here also. I'm getting good sensation and I want to really enjoy myself right now. So I'm finding a mid ground for myself. So, just do that. Allow yourself to find that mid ground. It doesn't always have to be pushing to our maximum limits. As long as you're getting some sensation, you are good. If you're getting no sensation, that's when you can go even deeper. And again, you can place your palms on the mat. Press your palms, walk your palms back. And bring your knees, so you can place your palms under your knees, bring them together. And we are going to hug our shin sitting here. So you can cross your arms and hug your shin. You can drop the head down again. Bringing your groin muscles back to the neutral position. And release. Extend your left leg from here to the front. Bend your right knee, take your right shin back. The right foot pointing back, right hip is inside your right foot. Now over here again, it may be possible that you're falling on one side, then you can have a cushion under your hips because this may not be an accessible position for everybody. So having a cushion underneath would give you a better position to really go deeper into this pose. We are going to work here on our cord muscles a bit. You can take your calf out if you want, and we are going to fold forward. If you feel the need to open your knee a little bit on the side, feel free to open your knee a little bit on the side. Palms on either side of your left foot, left leg, and walk your palms forward to sink your chest down. This is where we are going to stay. Again, if you want, you can place cushion or something and then place your forehead on the cushion. If you want to use props, whatever feels all right to you. This is a very individual practice. Everybody is allowed to really explore oneself, like each one of us, we are allowed to explore ourselves into poses differently. So that's perfectly fine if you look different from what I am doing, if I look different from what you're doing. And that's the beauty of this practice. Allow your spine to round. That's perfectly fine. Let your head drop down, relax, and surrender fully. In case over the period of time it starts to get challenging on your ankle, then you can also support your ankle with a folded napkin or the towel. And try and surrender and see what happens when you start surrendering. Your body will automatically start to stiffen after when you lose the awareness of it. Uh, it starts to feel that it wants to take control, and it leads to take control. And you take the control back whenever you become aware of it and surrender and let loose. And slowly come back. And let's change the side. Release your right leg. Straighten it forward. Bend your left knee. Bring it back. Bring your left shin back. Finding your edge. Taking your own sweet time. There is no hurry. And fold over. Slowly coming up. Next, we are going to move into a lizard pose. So we kind of open the groin, open the pelvis in the first two poses, then we're trying to close it. Moving into the lizard pose, which is working in the mid ground, not too much of opening for the groin as well as not closing. Now, for that, you can come on your fours, palms shoulder distance apart. Take your right foot outside your right palm like this. The back knee needs to be supported because we are going to hold for longer. So place a cushion, folded towel, napkin, whatever under the back knee. You can simply stay here. You don't have to really go down. Or you can just place your forearms down on the mat or on the bolster or cushions, whatever props that you are using. Another option is also take your hips a bit more forward in case if it is accessible for you. If it is accessible for you, I would in fact ask you to take your hips a bit forward, sink the hips forward. And we're going to stay here for about 2.5 to 3 minutes. Again, dropping the head down. For some of you, it may be possible to drop your right knee also towards on the side. But again, it will further open your groin, which we have already done in first two poses. So if you want to keep your right knee back in the center because that feels more comfortable for you, feel free to do that. If you feel that you've worked through those muscles enough, or you can just simply drop just a little. Explore, find your edge, and surrender. Of course, this is a challenging one. This is where you need a lot of willpower, determination to really breathe through this pose, breathe through all of your sensations, one breath at a time, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Instead of looking forward for the pose to finish, just keep watching the cycle of your breath. And see how gravity is pulling your torso down, how gravity is pulling your hips down. Feeling the stretch in your quads. Feel the impact on your hips, your lower back. And we're going to change the side from here. So place your palms on the side, staying here for shorter time, of course. And you can then place your right knee over the cushion, not the right cushion, and find the position of your feet outside your palms. Again, you can tuck your back toe, palms on the mat, take your hips back slowly. Moving into the child pose with knees together and palms on the side. Just about 10 breaths here. Just countering your lizard pose here. Again, lift yourself back up. Place your palms on the side to press your palms to lift your torso. Swing your knees forward to lie down on your back. We're going to move into Vipreet Karniyasana, which is also known as legs to the 90 degree. If you have some props, belt, scarf, then I would say grab the belt, scarf, tie, whatever you have around you. If not, that's also perfectly fine. Now you can also do this on the bolster. So I'll also show you with the bolster first. So for that, lie down on your back and your feet hip distance apart, knees bent, knees pointing up, lift your hips up and start to slide the bolster under your sacrum. Okay, not under your hips, has to be under your sacrum. And now from here you bring your knee one by one to your chest and then start to straighten your knees. Or you can directly do this without the bolster. You can release the bolster. I really enjoy it over the bolster for some reason. And maybe wrap the belt around, keeping the loop of the belt longer so that your upper arms can rest on the ground. I would not say that pull the belt like this and keep your arms active. We want to surrender into the pose, right? So it's better if your arms are on the ground, so you can just support your arms, support your hips, and just stay here for maybe about 5 minutes. Keep noticing your belly, the rise and fall in the belly as you inhale and exhale. Relax yourself. Let the blood flow to your head. So I'm not pushing myself to straighten my hamstrings or trying to straighten them. My full concentration is on how the blood is rushing to my head and calming my mind down. So this is absolutely to calm your mind down. Of course, there's some work happening in your hamstrings, some work is happening on your hips, but we are not really reaching for it. We are not chasing it right now. We are not even chasing anything. We're just simply relaxing. let's bend the knees. Release the belt, scarf, whatever you're using, if at all. If you are lying down on the bolster, bring your feet down, lift your hips up, slide the bolster out. And let us move into twist from here. So I'm just pushing my bolster away from me. You can either bend both of your knees to drop them on one side, maybe use the cushion or the bolster again to place under your knees or in between your knees. Or you can just extend one leg and drop just one knee on the other side. Again, come back to the center. Let us move into relaxation. Moving into Shavasana, you can keep your arms away, legs away from each other, and allow your body to be really loose and free in total surrender. Really allowing yourself to be whatever thoughts come to you. Think them, watch them, And see if you can separate yourself from them and watch them like a movie, like a bird flying in the sky. Can you get into that kind of watchfulness? Maybe not identifying with anything. So allow yourself to relax like that. And feel free to continue to relax, or if you want to come out, start to move your toes and fingers gently. You can move your head from one side to the other, stretch your whole body by bringing your feet and the arms together. Bend your knees, roll over to your right, and slowly coming up into your sitting posture. Let's take a moment here to absorb the practice fully. And let us fill ourselves with gratitude, with one thing, whatever you can think of right now. Something that is very precious to you, something that might used to be a dream, but now you have that. Whatever little thing, whatever big thing that you can think of, let's say thanks for that, thanks for receiving that. And we'll be closing this practice with one Om. Breathe in. Thank you for joining me in. If you have anything to say or any feedback, then you can leave me comments in the comment section. I love hearing your comments. I love reading your comments and talking to you, interacting with you. Also, I really hope to see you soon again in some other practice. Until then, bye-bye.